Hello and welcome back to this week's episode of Midgard Comics. As always, I'm your host Howard, and with me today is co-host Toby.
Good day.
Right, so we're going to talk about Spider-Verse. We've both seen it. We kind of feel like we've given you guys enough time as well to watch it. I watched the early preview, as you guys know, as I talked about it in recent ones.
I had to sadly miss out.
You did, yeah. So again, man,
Can't believe it.
The wait was worth it, I guess.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
So this is pretty crazy. Opening night, it made 3.5 million. All around in box office, it made 35 million.
Damn.
So it's quite good. I mean,
it's a lot of moolah.
Definitely, very. I mean, because I feel like with Sony as well, you kind of feel like it's Sony, they might fuck it up. But no, they didn't.
But
they
didn't.
Mate, this film is immense. I loved every moment of it. It was just, the animation was great. Just the whole film was a fun film.
Yeah, it was definitely, you could go watch it as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
And then, it's for like everyone to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I could enjoy it quite well, and a lot of the kids in the cinema that I was in seem to be enjoying it as well.
I mean, it is kind of one of those films where you don't have to be a huge Spider-Man fan to kind of like understand the movie and whatnot, because I feel like it's kind of a different version of the Spider-Man that we haven't seen before. Like, only if you read the comics, you'll know who Miles is and whatnot. But if you don't, then it's kind of a nice way.
This is a good introduction to the character.
Well, intriguing, man, definitely. I mean, it's kind of so the plot of the film, like, we can kind of go into it because it kind of tells you a bit of it in the trailer. So don't worry, there won't be
it tells you quite a bit in the trailer.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. So I don't mind doing it. Or you're up to you, man. You can give the plot of the movie. Entirely up to you.
So semi-spoilers, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's not really that much.
Not really. Just give you a heads up. We are doing a back-to-back, so we're going to talk about the movie, and then we're also going to do spoiler talk as well. So just give you guys a heads up.
Yeah. So some of it will be spoilery, but not that much.
Yeah.
We're going to try and keep a section for spoilers.
All right, guys, we got this, and we've come prepared.
What is it? I guess so. It's Miles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We get this little introduction to him.
There is, yeah.
And then he's like with his uncle and that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which is actually, hold on, that's a spoiler.
I think
it kind of a spoiler.
Is a spoiler, but I mean, if you come in the movie without knowing knowledge of like the Perella and Miles,
you're probably not watching this.
Yeah, then you're probably definitely will be thinking, oh, come on, guys, spoilers. But if you know the comics, then it's not really a spoiler, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess Miles' uncle is the Prowler, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, he's with him, and then he gets caught up in all this business with this like super collider thing that Kingpin has made. Now he does it to get his family back from a different dimension.
He does indeed, yeah.
But it goes a bit wrong.
Right, yeah. And that will be pretty much, it's kind of one of those films where it's kind of hard to talk about the plot, because the plot is quite a unique thing, especially with this movie as well. The plot is quite heavily rolled around a lot of stuff that weren't mentioned in the trailers, like with the family and whatnot. That wasn't really.
Exactly.
I mean, other than that, that's literally all we can say about the plot. The plot, it's great.
Basically, Kingpin just wants his family back.
Pretty much,
and it's just tearing the world apart.
Yeah, the more and more he uses it, the more and more it just goes wrong. So, the animation, like we said, blew me away.
Yeah, I loved it.
Awesome. I love how it was like kind of like a comic book kind of thing. Like they were thinking things, and it would come up in speech bubbles next to them.
It's like it's like basically bringing a comic book to life.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, literally, that's the best way you can put it. It's immense how they've done it. Like Lego Movie people who did the Lego Movie, they did a great job on this.
Yes, they did. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the animation in the Lego Movie was very good.
No, it was.
I'm not surprised.
No, definitely. I mean, I guess it's kind of different though, because it's stop motion with this. Well, I think this movie is mostly done by computers. I'm not entirely sure how it is made, but I feel like it would be.
Yeah.
As it's quite a big scale of a movie, it would be a lot of computer animations. So.
Although we both agreed we didn't like Kingpin the way he looked.
No, Kingpin was a bit of a stocky.
He looked a bit weird. I mean, I get that he's meant to sort of look like that in the comics, and I see why they've done it, because they want it to be like exaggerated. But at the same time, he did look a bit silly. Just a bit.
I mean, they kind of went a bit overboard on the old Kingpin. The cast was a pretty impressive bunch of people. To be honest, the cast was a great choice. We had comedians to actors who have been in like Parks and Recreations and all that kind of stuff. So the cast is definitely a good pick. Chris Pine played the blonde-haired Spider-Man. Best way to put it, I guess. You can say Miles' universe.
Yeah, Miles' universe Spider-Man. What What do we call Miles' universe? Is that Earth 1?
I mean, it's...
Not to go all DC on it, but
yeah, I mean, Earth 1, I guess, because it kind of, everyone else is from their own... Yeah, Earth 1, and then I say Peter B. Parker is Earth 2, and then so on, so on.
Yeah, because, I mean, they've confirmed that Peter B. Parker is the Spider-Man, like...
Oh, okay,
Like, they've said... They've, like, confirmed that he is Spider-Man.
Yeah, okay.
Like, so I don't know what they mean by that, like, fully.
Right.
Like, he's the original, like, everyone else is, like, a spin-off of him. So, like,
so maybe
Peter Parker in Miles' universe is, like, he's not the original.
Oh, wow,
okay, I don't know how to explain it. So maybe, like, like PS4 Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man. No, not the actual Spider-Man. It's him.
This is the one from the movie is actually the prop. Yeah, I mean, in that case, you would probably say that his universe was Earth 1, then Miles was Earth 2. Yeah, I mean, that kind of works a bit better as well. This is kind of not really relevant, but there was a lot of deleted scenes and whatnot that are actually going to have a lot of live action cameos from Tom Holland and all those guys in the movie. But they kind of scrapped it because it didn't really go well with the movie or work, so they just kind of scrapped it, which kind of sucked because it would have been cool to see that.
But but at the same time, it's kind of, it worked on its own. It didn't need anything like that.
It's kind of like Miles' time to shine.
Definitely,
you don't need that kind of... I mean, like, it would have been cool, but you don't really need that in the background to kind of push the movie forward, because the movie is just immense on its own.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, quite.
I mean, the thoughts on a movie, we kind of, again, spoke about the thoughts, but I loved it. Can't really say whether it's movie of the year, because I've not seen Bumblebee or Outcome. I've not seen those yet.
Yeah, exactly. So. And I'd say I need to see it again, because I was very distracted in my cinema. I had a lot of kids in there. Like, it was midday, so there was a lot of kids, a lot of like weird adults.
Yeah.
Like, just talking all the way through the movie. So I couldn't get fully engrossed. So I'm going to go see it again before the new year.
No, I feel like I'm definitely going to. If it's on at the same time as Bumblebee, I have no intention of watching Bumblebee, so I will have to definitely go off and watch it on my own again. Yeah. I'm not bothered. I'll happily rewatch it. Yeah. So, kind of, again, we can't really, there's not a lot we can really say on because we've only seen it once, and I feel like to see it more times, you would spot a lot more Easter eggs and all that kind of stuff. So, ranking, where would you rank these? I mean, you can have a minute to think.
Yeah, so I guess, like, it's hard to rank it because, as we say, we've only seen it once. However, from just seeing it once, I'd put it... So my favourite Spider-Man 1, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I'd probably put it under Spider-Man 1. Only because Spider-Man 1 is, like, original.
Yeah.
And it always will be, whereas Spider-Verse, like, I don't know, if it wasn't, like... if Spider-Man 1 wasn't so nostalgic, Spider-Verse would be top. I mean, it's kind of weird because they're two different, unique kind of films. Like, you've got this one that kind of, if it wasn't for this, for the Raimi trilogy, maybe we wouldn't have these Spider-Man movies onward. So I kind of feel like I would have to change up my thing. Actually, I'd have to change up my official list, but I can't remember what my official list.
Neither can I. But I remember we had a disagreement on one of them. I think
was it Homecoming we disagreed on?
I put Spider-Man 1 pretty low on my chart.
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't agree on that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's alright, it's all good. But no, I feel like I'm definitely going to have to rechange my thing. But not this time around. We'll probably do that another time, just because we've got some other stuff that we want to record, because we're going to be quite busy over the Christmas period. So we're going to try and...
I mean, we both work in retail. We've got a lot to do.
We do indeed. So yeah, we're going to do 2 episodes today, and then we'll put this one out. This one, I feel like this one's probably the most relevant.
Yeah, this one will go first.
Because we've had Hellboy drop, we've had Men in Black trailer drop, but I feel like more people would be interested in this than they would be in those trailers.
Yeah.
So next thing on the villains. That's pretty much what last thing we can talk about is the villains.
I mean, Kingpin was strong.
Yep, Kingpin. Yep.
Prowler was strong.
Mm-hmm.
The rest I thought were quite crap.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like Tombstone, he did like virtually nothing.
Not really. I mean, compared to the Tombstone we had in the Spider-Man PS4 game to now, I kind of feel like didn't do a lot. Again with Scorpion went down pretty easy. It was cool because it was kind of weird because he had like a different look. I've not seen that.
He was a bit
Scorpion.
I think.
Yeah, I mean he had weird. Like 4 legs like a scorpion. It was a bit of a weird character, but I mean, it kind of made it kind of funny because it had six villains in it, so kind of maybe hinting at something. But
yes, exactly.
Then again,
I mean,
the ultimate.
But then at the same time, like it didn't feel overloaded, did it?
No, that's the thing.
Then, to be fair, we had like 6 heroes.
No, we did. Yeah, I mean, it kind of 6. Yeah. It's kind of weird because like in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I much didn't like that film. Like people are saying that 3 villains was more than enough. But with this film, I kind of feel like the 6 villains were great because they kind of paced them out. Because like the main villain, as you know, is Kingpin, and then you had Ultimate Goblin, who I believe also died in the second act or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
because he got crushed by something. That was pretty cool. I mean, Kingpin just sucker punched Chris Pine.
Literally just killed him.
One punch dead.
Yeah, so, that was it.
Which is pretty interesting because I kind of feel like. We've seen his strength in Daredevil, but I kind of feel like, has he ever done that to anyone in the comics?
No, especially as like Spider-Man is really strong.
I mean, the amount of time that Spider-Man could like one punch a villain and just knock him out. But yeah. I mean, it's pretty funny because like everyone's been wanting to see Spider-Man and Kingpin fight off ever since we've seen Vincent. Don't know his last name, but in the Daredevil series, people are like, I'd love to see that. We kind of got that in this movie, and I kind of love how they did it because I feel like Miles was definitely a good match with him. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was quite good.
No, definitely. I feel like we should maybe apologise. This one's a bit more like down low and quiet. It's just because my mum works nights, so we're doing it in my bedroom.
Doing it in Mum's house.
Exactly. So we do apologise if this one's a bit quieter than usual. So I feel like that's what we can really say with Spider. The suits,
Like in the suit room, we got to the PS4 suit. Right
we did,
left.
yeah.
And Miles' suit is my favourite suit.
No, definitely. I love how.
I'm sorry, like
that was made.
It goes Miles, and then it goes Scarlet Spider for me.
I know, definitely.
Like, I think his suit's so cool.
Like I've actually not really like I've known of Miles. I've known his kind of backstory, but I never knew how his suit was made. Is that correct? So I mean, I don't know whether that's.
I don't think so. I think that's just for the movie.
Just for the movie, yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool
because
that it is.
It's like in the comics, his suit is different.
Yeah,
I prefer the Spider-Verse one.
Oh, definitely. I love how he just like spray paints over it. And it's so cool.
Makes it his pretty much.
I love how like the reason he got messed up in the whole the reason he was chased by Pirala the first time. Because he went back to try to find his uncle because he knew his uncle was out of that spot and took him back there to kind of find his uncle to ask for. I think either to find the spider or both. I'm not too sure whether he was going to go there to find his.
He went back to find the spider, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, because like it's kind of. Oh, yeah, actually, a good point. Yeah, never mind. That's true. Yeah, he did.
He did. That's what he did.
No, he did. This Chris Pine Spider-Man. I feel like he's the kind of like kind of similar to the Spider-Man PS4 because he's a lot more like switched on. He's know what he's doing. He's got all the gadgets.
He still likes being Spider-Man, doesn't he?
I feel like he would have definitely be the better mentor. But I love
definitely.
I love the chemistry between Jake Johnson and the voice actor for Miles. They were both really good. So
yeah, I think for Jake Johnson Spider-Man, it was definitely his like character development through the movie was really good.
No, it was. I mean,
because at first he's sort of just like this, this rundown Spider-Man, and at the end he's sort of like up for getting his life back.
Pretty much,
yeah. No, it's good.
Post-credit scene. That's something
I like that.
Slipped out. Yeah. So 2099. One of my all-time favorite Spider-Mans.
Yeah,
the look of the suit, just everything about him, I love. So he goes back to the 60s.
He does.
And it's the internet meme was the pointing spider.
It was great. They did well with that.
They did indeed. I feel like every character kind of had their moment to shine. And no character... I mean, Miles kind of stole the show. But I feel like when they're all in a scene together, they kind of all bounced off each other. Like when they're in the basement and they're all like pounding on Miles to try and get him to like see if he's, Spider-Man worthy. They're all beating him up and they're all like kind of leave him down. It's kind of like a great scene because I love how they didn't force make you force you into like him getting himself ready to become Spider-Man.
Yeah, they basically left it till right at the end.
Yeah, it kind of like gradually built up to it and then eventually like you knew it was coming, but it wasn't like this is gonna happen next. It kind of one of those things where it was like this cool scene where like you can kind of relate to it, I guess, And
you're thinking like, in the back of your mind, he's going to turn into Spider-Man, but you're thinking like, is he going to do it?
Yeah, because I mean, the film's kind of misleading in that kind of sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I thought it was great, especially the soundtrack as well.
Oh, the soundtrack!
Have you downloaded it?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I was.
That's all I've been listening to
at
for
work,
last week.
and it came up, and I was like, "Oh my god, yes!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Thank God, it's finally out."
It's so good.
I love it.
Yeah,
every
great.
soundtrack. It went really well with the movie.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of bitching on the comment sections on Facebook saying, "I don't know who any of these artists are. The album's crap." But I'm like, it went well with the movie.
Yeah.
Apart from one thing, where the hell was the Spider-Man Christmas jingle? Like,
it should have been in there.
It should have been in.
Should have been in there. Sad times.
Very sad times. Did we mention the Raimi suit in Spider-Man? We didn't. Did we?
We didn't.
We didn't. Yeah. The Spider-Man Raimi suit, after 3 months of the game being out, is actually finally in the game now.
Yeah.
Which looks, it looks so great. The suit looks brilliant.
It's free.
It's free as well. I've yet to play with it, so I'll probably, maybe once we're done with this, play it, record some footage of it, and then put it into the old episode. So. Yeah, but that's everything we can kind of really...
That's it. Spider-Verse.
The old Spider-Verse.
Good old Spider-Man.
Yeah, I love... One reference I loved from the movie was when Spider-Ham was leaving, and it's, that's all, folks. And then Jay Johnson was like, is he even allowed to say that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, the references were pretty good.
The references. I also loved how they had the backstories as well. Like the
way they did those were really good.
Really good, funny as well. Like,
yeah.
I think at one point it was Penny Parker, Spider-Ham, and Spider-Man Noir. They all had their backstories like pinned together at the same time, which is so cool. So
yeah, it was good.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm probably watch the episode again, and then we don't know, maybe do another episode like on just to change,
to solidify our answers.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I kind of feel like this episode here we've given our thoughts and given our opinions, but we've kind of not gone into a lot of depth with it because I kind of feel like it's
I need to see it again.
Not really fresh in our mind.
No.
Like that's the only kind of problem here. So, right. Anyway, guys, that does it with the Spider-Verse episode. What did you guys think about the movie? We'd love to know your thoughts, even though we never get any comments on our videos. But hey ho. But no, I mean we're still growing, so it takes time.
It does.
It takes time. But anyway, thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.